Hi everyone, so in my last video I said I would be doing some work on the north end of the layout, the north junction, but one of the things that I was trying to fit in was that with having a terminus station, what you often find is that a train coming out of the station will always be going in the wrong direction to be able to come back into the station. So I'd always planned to look at if I had the space to put in a reversing loop, and I was thinking of doing that at the north end, the north junction. I didn't really find that I could fit it in there. So before starting the work at the north end of the layout, I managed to find a space at the southern end where I could fit in a reversing loop. So excuse the camera work as I'm doing this freehand, but essentially now I have a system where the trains can come out of the terminus station along the route out here, and then the north junction is here, and now I've been able to put in a reversing loop so that the trains can either run in that direction round or in the other direction, and that way the trains are then facing in the correct direction to be able to return into the station when required. So the system to use this is a DCC 50, I think it is. I'll put a link in the description. Gaugemaster DCC 50, which just allows the polarity to switch as the current running on the back rail essentially hits the front rail here. So by using the gaugemaster DCC 50, it switches the polarity automatically, allowing the train to essentially do a reverse loop. Now this is the progress on the north end of the layout, the north junction. One of the things that I wanted to achieve with the changes I've made here is to simplify the track work. So previously there were two crossovers here which started to cause me some problems, so I've taken those out and I've just got essentially 4 points in the layout, and the tracks are very straight, which is one of the other things that I wanted to achieve. I think the trains look a little better when they're running a little bit quicker if the track is straight. And unfortunately, one of the things that I had to do was to take out the tunnel portals that were here. It was always the plan, but obviously in the meantime it looks a bit unfinished again, and this is just some temporary track work, just so that I can continue to run trains while I work on this section. The point motors are in, so I had some seep point motors underneath the board for the previous layout at this end, and I've reused those. I wouldn't recommend seep point motors unless you enjoy soldering. I find the Pico point motors a bit easier to work with. And now I'm just starting to look at the signalling arrangements. I've got some old traintronics signals which also have the block detection, and they can be linked together as well, so I'm working on that. I think one of the things that over time you realise is that when you first start a layout, you don't have some of the items that you now at a later point do, and you can plan the layout a little bit better. So before I rush to put scenery and so on, I'm starting to just plan out where the signals will go and connecting them up and so on. So a little bit more planning goes into the layout once you have a few items that you know you want to reuse. So as I said, the countryside section has been taken apart a little bit. This was always my intention as I look to improve areas I've worked on before. One of the things that I do want to do, if I can, at this point in the layout, is to create a straighter section. So this is just a bit of temporary track here, just so that I can continue to run trains. But the track will probably be straighter coming through here. And I also want to see if I can work it so that the track is actually on an embankment. I just think the layout look a little bit better, and also as part of that work I'm looking to see if I can get a back scene along here as well. So quite a bit of work to do, but my attention will first of all be working on the north end, the north junction. So that's it for now. That covers the progress done on the layout. I'll continue to work on the signalling for this area. At least I have trains running again through all 4 lines here. And I think my plan will be to create some sort of park or field here, just going up to the roadway that runs here. I think it'll look alright with a fence, a sports field or something like that in this area. I'll do another video at some point when I've got something to show. Thanks for watching.